One of everyone's favourite exercises to gain abdominal stamina is the hundreds. Okay, it's maybe one of the most hated exercises in Pilates, but we're going to do it anyhow because it's a really good exercise to cinch in that waist and give you the stamina to start doing other exercises. So it's a really functional one. So we're going to roll down onto our back, over our side if we need to. If you have separated abs, a really good idea here is to have a TheraBand tied around the front ribs to keep those front ribs down and in so that you remind yourself not to come up too high and not to let that rectus abdominis separate even further, yeah? That you don't let it bulge. Okay, arms will be by the sides. We're starting in our neutral shape. Just to recap, that's with a tiny little dip in the lower back, breathing space, but making sure the front ribs are down and in and the base of the rib cage is nice and heavy. Feet will be on the floor to start with to make it really easy. Take a deep breath in, gently flatten through the pit of the belly. On the exhale, nod the chin, lift the head and shoulders off and bring the arms by the sides. This is a really good position to start in. Just hold the position for a few seconds and see whether this starts straining your neck and shoulders. Make sure your core is looking flat. If it's starting to look bulky, you've come up too high. So less is definitely more in this one. We just want to feel as if we're drawing in a corset here. We're cinching it in, drawing the ribs towards the hips. If you come up too high and you start flattening or tucking that tailbone, you're recruiting the wrong muscle. Okay, if your neck and shoulders are fatiguing, you're going to keep your head down for the exercise, but you might come to bent knees, you might come to straight knees. If this feels easy to hold, you're going to bring your legs up to tabletop. Press the knees together to recruit the pelvic floor and activate the transverses. And if that still feels easy, you're reaching your legs all the way. Let's go for it. We're going to pulse the arms, inhaling for a count of 5. And exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, you're breathing in through the nose and out through pursed lips. If you need to modify, inhale to bring the legs in. And exhale to straighten them back out. That's a really good variation if you're fairly strong, but not quite at the point where you can keep the legs straight. Now, if you're feeling as if you're getting the shakes, come back down and regress it. You're almost there, you're halfway. So keep pulsing for 5 more counts, or 5 more breaths. Keep pressing those knees together. If your hip flexors are kicking in, you can cross the ankles over, separate the knees at this point. If your neck fatigues, just lower the head down for a breath even. Stay with it, we're pulsing, and we want to make those arms really nice and active. Make sure you're not starting to get the wobbles. It's the body that's staying still, the arms that are moving. 2 more breaths. And exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, last breath. And exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. See if you can come up just a tiny little bit higher, flattening right through here. And then roll it back down. Hug the knees into the chest. Perhaps have a quick little stretch. You can bring your feet onto the floor and come up for a hip roll or even a shoulder bridge if you want to. Walking the feet a little bit closer and letting that core just open. Make sure the knees are tracking with your pelvis though. You're not letting them splay out to the sides. And then relax it back down. Well done.